This one's called Orange too. From a hard day at the mill, and all I see is a pile of bills. Would it kill you to have a hot meal on my plate in a 601? You live so far. Every time I see you, I need a new car. But you never call. So there's this girl I like to ball. Then a 601.
Hello and welcome to the show. This is the Frankfort Report and it is April 28th, 2025, election day. Did you go out and vote yet? I did. I got 4 votes in my house. All of us went together. It was painless. There was nobody there. We literally didn't even have to wait 1 second. Well, I guess everybody with me had to wait a few seconds because I went first, and for some reason only one of us could vote at a time. It's a very sophisticated voting system that we have here at the moment. Thank you for being here if you're here now. If you're not here now, well, thank you for being here later, maybe. Jim Van Unsk, hello Muppets, getting ready for the biggest boiler room day. Let's do this. This is a big day, guys. We got to get as many people into this boiler room as possible and convince them and make sure if they haven't voted yet that they vote the right way. And I'm not going to say what the right way is because that's really up to you. But my right way was conservative. And I've said it a few times. I'll say it again. The guy here in my riding, not so impressed. I got to be honest with you. Not so impressed, but, I mean, his campaign was bang on. We can beat these liberals together is basically the gist of his campaign. He spoke to me for 8 milliseconds, said, join my battle. Let's fight the liberals together. And that was it. He ran away. He was gone. Adios, amigos. So that's that. But anyways, if you're here, say something in the chat. It's the way to get more people onto the live stream. We are going to talk about all kinds of shit. We're going to watch some live coverage of the elections. Maybe we're going to stay on extra long today. We'll see. If there's people here, we'll stick around. If it's a flopper, then fuck that shit. But we got a bunch of great callers that I think are calling in today. Some great, some not so great. We've got Charlotte, who's supposed to call in later on, who is live at a polling station working, I guess, for everybody. I don't know if that's volunteer work or if that's paid work. I don't know really how that works at all, to be honest with you. But there was a mix of people at the voting station that I was at, and they were hopefully volunteers, because they certainly, weren't working that hard and they weren't doing the best job in the world. But what a system, everybody. Karki is sick. I liked before you're even here. Give me a let's go. Xixa, rude boy. Xixa. Carney, Nutra Rebel is in the house. What is happening, Nutra Rebel? So everybody's here because why? Why are we here? Are we here because we want to hit the like button? Perhaps we are, perhaps we aren't. That's up to you, quite honestly. But if you're not, that's okay. But if you are, it would be most appreciated. Hello, new TO Condos. How are you today? Thank you for being here on the live stream of live streams, the newest, best Canadian live stream of all time. Let's go. It's time to make Canada great again by voting out these bastards who have destroyed our country. God damn it. Hello, Dina. How are you today? Thank you for being here. Dumb Money is in the house. Guys, we need to get the message out. Who has voted? Let me hear you in the comment section. Awful James Raffle just popped in. Hello. How are you? Which way did you vote, guys? Did you vote yet? Are you about to vote? Are you thinking about voting? Are you just sitting there going, you know what? This whole thing is fixed. It's a sham. It's never really counted. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not getting off of this couch. I'm in the middle of a game, Mom. I'm in the middle of a game. Let's see. Just hit the like button, says Dina. Hi, dumb. Hello, says James Raffle. So, okay. Nothing going on in the Muppet Boiler Room, but guys, keep it up. More nothing, the better. Yes, you voted this morning. And which way did you vote? Dawn M in the house. Hello, just got here. Which way did you vote? Blue, blue, blue. Jagmeet Singh. Yes, Jagmeet is the man with a plan. It has been an eventful day, has it not? From my perspective, I feel like it has been an eventful day. Hello, Mr. Potato Head. Jagmeet Singh is here. That's fantastic. Thank you for being here. That's amazing. My parents both voted Carney because they hate Trump and love CBC. They won't budge. That's a shame. I'm guessing, not that I speak to them anymore, but I'm guessing that my parents are voting liberal. And I'm guessing that because they're crazy and they're stubborn and they're crazy. And in case I didn't mention this one, they're batshit fucking crazy. But anyways, that's my problem. Henoch Hensterino T. Voted conservative. I'm 36. All my married friends with children are voting conservative. My unmarried childless friends are voting liberal. Well, that's an interesting distinction, and I wonder why you made it and where that distinction comes in. Does it come in? I mean, are they gay? Are they gay and that's why they don't have kids, and that's why they're liberal? Because that seems to be a theme. Not that there's anything wrong with that, and not that it's all of them. I'm just saying, like, the real crazy LGBTQ plus senoritos are a little batshit crazy, and they're probably liberals if that's the case. But hey, I mean, there are some pretty bright liberals. I mean, I can't lie, okay? There's some smart liberals. That's just the case, okay? I mean, it seems like, let's take a look at some stuff, okay? But let's get into it before we get interrupted by all kinds of stuff, okay? Let's see. Why is Canada voluntarily voting for the end of Canada? And if we zoom in a little bit, we see, and I don't know where this poll came from or where these results came from or if they're even in fact true. And I'm hoping that you guys can see my screen because I can't tell what the fuck is going on when I don't see myself. Anyways, this is going nowhere fast. You know what? Let's just end it here now and save everybody the pain of listening to me for another God knows how long I'll yammer on for. But look, this poll says that the Liberals are just ahead of the Conservatives and that it's a tight race, but that Liberals are in the lead. And somehow 8.8% are voting for NDP for this dumb fucking guy. How is that possible? How is any of this possible? This can't be possible. Can it? Can this be possible? I don't think this can be possible. This seems a little bit out of the realm of realistic, if you asked me. But this is what people are putting out there. And likely it's from our friends at the CBC or some other, propaganda rag like the Star or the Sun or the Globe and Mail or blah, 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 blah. All a bunch of horseshit, honestly, for God's sakes. What else do we got here? Why? Okay, but look at this craziness, okay? Look at this craziness. We're on poly markets right now, which I think is under investigation and a big scam. And we'll see about that. But I'm pretty sure I read something about poly markets being a scam. Now, whether or not this part of it is a scam, 22 million people bet that Carney would win. And there's an 80% chance of Carney winning. And so how is this determined? I want to know. Does this mean that there's $77 million worth of trading volume for this bet? $77 million? Are people crazy? Why don't you just go out and fucking vote? What do people get to make comments? Viva la Libertad Canada. Breaking. Blue wave sweeps the nation. By blue wave, we mean blue-haired liberals voting for the same government again. We smoking Carney pack tonight. What does that mean? We smoking Carney pack? Y'all really think after 10 years of absolute insane policies and economic mishandling that Canadians will re-elect liberals? Come on, bro. Use your head. Well, quite honestly, I'm pretty fucking nervous about that. Yes, I am. I will be honest with you, bro, that I am absolutely terrified of this, actually. To be quite honest with you, I am absolutely terrified that somehow, if the Liberals win, I will consider it a stolen election because I cannot fucking believe for 1 second that the majority of the voters are voting for that Malacca. But I mean, weirder things have happened. But let's take a look at this, for example, of weird things happening. And why I'm nervous. I feel like I've seen this film before. Join me, if you will. Mario Zelaya, who's a awesome, he's got 48,000 followers on Twitter. He's got like 1 million followers on TikTok. Just got this message. He was voted like Canada's top influencer or something, and that is amazing. I am envious of you, Mario. Just got the message. I caught poll workers taking ballot boxes from returning offices, to their home. I caught poll workers taking ballot boxes from returning offices to their home. I don't think this is English, but anyways, I followed one of them home. They took a box of ballots, got it? I just got off a phone call with Elections Canada. They told me verbatim, and I recorded it, that it is normal practice for them to take sealed, filled out ballots to their homes before counting on Monday. Had no idea it's normal. That seems like a crazy thing to be normal. Am I sharing my screen with you? I hope I am. It's normal for normal people working at the polling station to just carry home a box of ballots? Like, how? Update, says Mario. Update. I spoke with someone who has done this training before. He confirmed. What? Oops. He confirmed this is a rule, but he said there's zero concerns with any contamination, and there's a signature seal process that takes place before it goes home and when it comes back in the morning. What? It comes back in the morning? What is the purpose of this? Do we not find out the election results today? It blows my mind that people can't use Google. This is a well-known shit. This is a well-known practice. I'm confused that people don't know our normal elections processes. Where should thousands of ballot boxes be stored across this gigantic country? I mean, that is a good point. A bank vault, perhaps? Jail cell, maybe? These are Elections Canada's vetted employees. Oh, great. Like, that fucking makes a difference. It's a normal process. Not to mention, I guarantee you that the box was moved on Monday, the last day of voting, from the election station to that specific person's residence. There is safety seals on every opening. I don't feel like this should be a normal practice. I mean, how many boxes are there, really? I mean, these are community centers. They're empty rooms. There's got to be a place to put a few ballot boxes. I don't think it's that many. I think this is a scam. I personally think that this is a scam, but I generally think that most things are scams. So me thinking that this is a scam is no true stretch of anything, quite honestly. What do you guys think? Is this a normal practice? Is this really how it is supposed to be? Is this what we're looking for? I don't know. Let's see. What are you guys saying? My parents both... Okay, we said this already. I think it's fixed, but I still voted, says Dina. Good job. Me too. I think it's fixed, but I still voted, just in case. Okay, we talked about this. I spoil mine. They're all equally worthless. What the fuck does that mean? Don M., the legend. Don M. the legend says, I spoil mine. What are we talking about, bro? Your parents? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Okay. Kids are too expensive. Fug that, says Jim Van Unkt. Tell me about it. James Raffle says, it's rigged. It's rigged. Nutra-Rebel for sure thinks it's rigged. Jag Meat. Bowls Deep Sing. Ha ha! Let's talk about Trump's tweet. All right, I'm on it. Ready? You want to talk about Trump's tweet? Hold on. You don't want me to finish with these ballot boxes? I feel like I should finish with the ballot things because there's some more. Here, hold on a sec. I got a video. You want to see a video? Here. Breaking. A Canadian man has caught poll workers bringing boxes of unsealed ballots home with them. The left are stealing the election again. It seems that maybe we're misinformed here and that apparently this is part of how things work. Let's see what this video is all about, though, because this seems kind of exciting, doesn't it? Okay. Oh, it's open. It's open. The box is open. Did you see that? Oh, they're taking them home. They're all white-haired people. Oh, what do we got here? A Kia? kind of car are you driving, bro? Are they open? Are they open? Just walking in their car willy-nilly because who's watching? Oh, followed them home. What's going on here? Oh, he got busted in front of the guy's house, I think. What the fuck is going on here? What? Good question. That's what I'm saying. Be a, be a lot easier. What does that mean? What the hell is going on? Does this make any sense to anybody? Why not look at the Elections Canada Act and rules and regulations? Yes, this is normal. But that box was not sealed, was it? That box was not frickin' sealed. So does somebody put this up here? Hold on a second here. Okay, here, check this out. Okay. Did I miss a slide? Where do advance ballots go until election day? But that wasn't an advance ballot. At the end of each advance polling day, the deputy returning officer, DRO, seals each ballot box slot and signs the seal. The poll clerks and central poll supervisors. Shut the dog up, please! For Christ's sakes, I'm doing a show here! Shut up with the dog! Shut her up! The poll clerks and central poll supervisor, as well as any party or candidate representatives who are present, must also sign the seal. Okay, but this is supposed to be closed and signed, okay? Each box is then sealed in an official transport bag. I didn't see any bag. The DRO, okay, so something funny is going on, right? Something funny is going on here, friends. Is it me? Is it me? Or is something funny going on here? What the fuck is going on? Hi, genius. Okay, the genius. Okay, that's not a slight at me. Got it. Kids are too expensive. Bernier needs to go away. He's actually a Muppet. He's an actual Muppet. It's rigged, says the awful raffle. We've got Dina saying, let's talk about Trump's tweet. And we will get there. I promise you we will get there. It's on the agenda. I mean, I hope. I got people calling in soon, I think. If you're supposed to call in or you want to call in, now would be a great time to call in. Did I press the wrong button? Why is this button not working now? There we go. Now's a good time. What's at me? If you want to call in, what do you got to say? What do you got going on? We can't see. What can't you see? Shit. Did I fuck that up? What could you see? We can't see the screen. Shit. Sorry, guys. I apologize. What was I talking about? Do you want to see the screen? Is there anything worth seeing? I don't think so. The box does not contain votes. The video? I didn't share the video? Show is a loose term, Darryl. No kidding. Listen, I don't promise anything, okay? I don't promise anything, okay? Oh, we got a caller. Let's see who it is. One moment, please. We have a caller. We have a caller. Hold on, I can't hear the caller. Caller, are you
Can you
there?
okay?
There he is. Who's that? Dave?
Yep, I'm here.
Dave, crazy Dave from Ecuador. What's going on?
Oh, I'm from Canada, but I moved to Ecuador because I couldn't live in Canada.
Crazy
I,
Dave from
I transported my,
Canada, from
I
Ecuador.
transported. They offered a duty-free shipping of my cardboard box house from Canada to Ecuador, so I came here.
What does that mean?
Pardon?
What does that mean?
I said they offered duty-free shipping to ship my cardboard box house from Canada and to Ecuador, so that's why I came to Ecuador. I can actually live in a cardboard box here outside.
You can, and do you?
No, I'm just joking. It's called the joke.
Oh, sorry. Your delivery eluded me. I apologize. What's going on, man? What's happening?
Oh, I just wanted to share. One thing I wanted to share was that I worked in a municipal government in the CAO's office, and I witnessed a lot of things there that would explain why it's so difficult to set up a small business or do anything. Because the place, especially in southwestern Ontario, I would say most uh, municipal offices are staffed by Marxist-Leninists that are running the place.
Hold
Yeah.
on a sec. Let's back up a sec.
So-
You're saying that the polling stations are run by Marxist leftists? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying the claim that things are rigged does not surprise me because what I witnessed working in the municipal office was that they deliberately make these rules to make it hard for small timers to do anything.
How?
Signage. So just for an example, small example, signage rules. Like in southwestern Ontario, you're not allowed to set up signs on the main road. You have to set up the sign in the road that's next to your place. If you're like an off road, you're not allowed to put a sign on the main road for some strange reason. Little rules like that.
Okay. Well, okay. So tie this into the election today. So what are you talking
It does
about?
not surprise me, but and the same guy that found the problem with the election workers. I actually worked an election too,
Yeah.
3 or 4 of them over the past 20 years, and it is common practice for the workers to bring the ballot boxes home, but it's not common practice for them to open them up, especially outside. They have to open them up at home, and they have to like sign paperwork to say they open it. This is this time and this and this. They have to log everything, right? And they have to have witnesses doing all these types of things. But with this election, you think they would carry these boxes in armored trucks, which they're not doing. Don't they see all the?
Yeah, you'd
Go
think
ahead.
that they would make like it. I don't even understand why in the world we're not just voting on an app. Like, why can't we just log into an app? Like, need some form of government ID, maybe 2 forms of government ID and a credit card. Listen, if you don't have 2 forms of government ID and a credit card, you're not allowed to vote. That's the rules. Deal with it, right? And you got to log into this thing and you press a button. Like, this is who I want for prime minister. Not this is fucking the guy around the corner who I got to vote for because he's he's a conservative and I want Pierre in. I got to vote for this muffin. Anyways.
Yeah, well, like it's strange to me. Yeah, like I said, they should have these things on armored trucks, especially with all the crime going on now. It's just it's obvious they don't take the election seriously because they already have everyone. They have everyone selected beforehand. And I was ready. If you search up my name online, I was predicting this stuff 11 years ago. I wrote newspaper articles about this, and I said Carney's going to win 11 years later, and he's going to win this time.
You predicted that Carney was going to win? Are you serious?
Oh yeah,
you did.
Yeah, of course. He was selected. Yeah.
He had already been selected. And so what had tipped you off 11 years ago that Carney had already been selected?
Well, if anybody does any reading and has any idea about the global power structure, he was already selected to be the next prime minister. That's what it is.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean,
Yeah.
it makes
It's just that
sense.
people don't need anymore.
I have a video that I want to play for everybody that kind of shows what he's up to. And I tried to get to it the other day, but I didn't get to it. Hopefully I'll get to it today. All right. I got another caller. I appreciate the call. You're the best, Dave. Thanks for calling from Ecuador. Check out Dave from Nutrilite, right? And we're going to put his contact in the description below. And thank you, sir. Appreciate your time. I got another new caller that just called in that I would love to get to. A buddy of mine, amazing guy. Let's see if he answers the phone.
Hello.
He's on the phone.
Hello.
We got him. Hold on a sec. Let me change this. How are you, sir?
Hey now.
Hey now.
I'm good. Hey now. Hello.
Israel from Israel is on the line.
Yeah, that's so easy. Call me Izzy. It's good. Izzy is good.
Izzy is good. We got Izzy on the line, one of my good friends, technically kind of family. He is an entrepreneur. He's in the furniture business. He is in construction. He owns real estate. He's an investor. And he was willing to call in to this crazy show and talk to everybody. We got a decent actual amount of people here at the moment, Izzy. What's happening? Did you vote?
I vote. Yeah, absolutely. You have to vote.
You have to vote. And did you vote liberal? I know you're a liberal.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. How many businessmen do you know voting liberal?
Anyone I speak to, they're all in on the conservatives. So that's the rumors I got. But I don't know. Vegas saying I read today that the liberals are favorite to win. They're giving them minus 400. So all the cookies are going on the liberals according to Vegas. But
I just pulled up Polymarket. Polymarket shows 80% for Carney, which is crazy. Meanwhile, like the other polls are right. I mean, I'm seeing all kinds of stuff that's pointing towards Carney for a long time. No?
Yeah. Well, we're fucked. We're fucked if that happened.
Right?
It's like packing the suitcases and buying a one-way ticket.
Right? It's scary though. Like I'm actually scared.
Yeah, but apparently, according to the survey or whatever the ratings, apparently most people are not scared. Most people apparently want the liberals to win. So I don't know, man. I guess we have to see what happened. You know, even when Trump was going to election, they thought that he's going to lose, and then he destroyed Kamala.
Right?
Nobody likes Kamala.
Crazy Kamala. Hold on a sec. But doesn't it feel the same? Like, didn't it feel like, oh my God, Kamala's going to win this thing? This is crazy. What's going on? They're rigging it, right? They're stealing it. Doesn't it feel the same now?
Yeah, it does. I kind of hope that's the case. I was really depressed when all the votes showing that Kamala is gonna win, but then when Trump won, it's like, yeah, he did it.
He did it. Now Trump fucked us though, right? Now everybody's like, what the fuck were we looking forward to here? Like,
and now we're getting stabbed in the back.
Right. I remember it was like
blades.
A few weeks ago, I was sitting there going to everybody, you see, I like Trump forever. You fucking assholes. You all jumped on recently. And now it's like, what the hell does he do?
I don't even know what to do with it. It's like I want one hand. I just don't know what to do. I don't even know what to think. It's just like you wanted him and now you don't want him. You want him, you don't want him. You love him, you hate him. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just let's hope the conservative is going to win right now. This is where we are right now. It's a big day or two ahead of us. So
well, it's an important. When do we actually find out who won? Do you know? I don't
I
even
think
know.
tomorrow, no?
I have
Tomorrow.
no idea. I'm sitting here seeing like stories about people taking home boxes. They got to bring them back tomorrow, or I don't even know what's going on anymore. But I don't even think they really count. Did you see that ballot that you signed? It's like the flimsiest piece of shit paper. Like nobody's marking those markings the same way, right? Like you get the circle. I don't know. Was yours the same?
It- yeah, it felt really, really weird to be
Right?
honest with you. It's like a little thin piece of paper
Right?
that I don't know where is it going? I don't know if people are manipulating the system. I have no idea. But it definitely it's somebody's got to come up with a better system. It's like
It's so crazy. I even said to the guys at the polling station, I go, why don't we have an app for this? Like, it's so stupid. How hard would it be to make an app? Like, you could literally use Twitter for Christ's sakes,
absolutely,
right? I
absolutely.
would trust it. Well, maybe not Twitter, but something like it where you have to,
No, I just yeah, create an app, create something that I don't have to move out of my house to vote, or I
like
don't know.
we're
Then
moving,
you can have more voters.
right? We're moving hundreds and millions of dollars around through the internet, but we can't like cast a vote. It's so crazy.
Ay,
So crazy.
this whole thing is fucked, man. This
The
whole thing
whole
is
thing is
fucked.
fucked. It's I don't know if it's a sign of our age or it's just how fucked up the world was. Cause like we never talked politics. We've been friends for like 30 years now. We never talked
Yeah,
politics before. I've been friends with Ben and Jay for more than 30 years or
more than me.
right?
Yeah,
More
yeah.
longer than you.
I know
We
you for 28.
Right. And we have never talked politics until now. Right. And our kids, like I was at your house the other day and I'm talking to your kids about politics. I'm at home. I'm talking to my kids. My Aiden today, Aiden knows more than anybody I know about politics. Okay. This is not normal. Our kids shouldn't have to worry about this shit. This is how fucking far gone everything's gotten.
Yeah, because everybody want. I mean, I just feel like people that I know, people around me, they just want the liberals out. But you know what? I'm driving today with my wife on like my neighborhood, and I fucking see liberal signs on the lawns
Right.
everywhere.
Big
I
ones
was
too.
like big ones, like the biggest you can buy. You can't even you got. It's like a special order. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like
It's a
massive.
special order.
It's a fucking special order sign. And it says liberal. I says, oh my God, we're losing. I says, no wonder the conservatives are the underdogs. I mean, I see liberals everywhere. Like,
Everywhere.
who's voting for them?
It's so
I mean,
crazy.
I guess maybe immigrants may be voting for them.
Tons of
They're giving money
Palestinians.
away.
Yeah, tons of immigrants are for sure voting.
You know,
All the government workers are voting for them, right? You got to think all the government workers are voting for them. There's a ton
yeah.
of voters voting for them. It's truly scary. But like I said the other day, I don't know who I said it to because I talk so much now, but uh, like I don't. They put a sign on my lawn. I took it down because I don't need people doing weird shit to my house because liberals are crazy, right? I don't need people doing weird shit to my house because I got a conservative sign up. And this can't be me having a unique thought, right? Like there's got to be other people saying, "Don't put that fucking sign on my house. I don't need my neighbors knowing what I'm voting." Like, right?
Oh yeah, they text me. They came to my door, and they say, and I wasn't home, and I just talked to them over the Ring app, and they said, "Can we count on you to vote liberal?" And I said, "I'm still thinking about it. I'm still on a fence. I don't know. I'm still on a
Why?
fence."
Why not know? Why not know? Fuck you, liberal.
I just don't want those liberals coming knocking on my fucking door and says you don't vote for us, like shame, shame,
Shame.
shame. But when the
Shame.
conservative texts me, I said, yeah, I'm all in. I told him we're all in. This whole family is gonna be voting for you guys.
There you go. So
And then she's asking me, well, can you give me your postal code? I says, I really know. I'm voting for you guys. It's enough, okay? Just win the fucking thing.
just win the
Just
thing.
win it.
Yeah.
Just win it. I'm behind you. My whole family behind you. Everybody I know is behind you. Just fucking win it. You don't need my postal code. You got my approval.
Yeah.
Win.
Just go. You got my vote. Like I did
You
my
got my
part.
vote.
Now you guys figure out your
Yeah.
part, right?
Yeah, I don't need people to fucking harass me and shit. I get those fake phone calls, all those scam phone calls all day long to begin with, whether
Yeah.
it's
HVAC,
Rogers or
HVAC.
HVAC, Amazon, you name it, I got it. I
Those are my
got it.
favorite calls. Those are my
Oh, I
favorite
fuck with
calls of the
them.
day.
I fuck with them like hard,
I'll
like
bet.
almost to a point. Like I'm in a bank. I'm trying to get your money out. What next?
Yeah. What's your account number again? Please. What's the
Yeah,
transit number? All
I
right.
just
Awesome.
love to. I love to fuck with them.
I got another guy I want to get on the call. I don't think you've ever met him before, but he wants to
All
get on
right,
the call. One second.
all
How
right.
do I
Hello,
do this?
hello, hello.
Start. No. New call link. Maybe I press this. No, that's not the right button. Do I? How do I add him to the call here? I feel like I figured this out yesterday, and now I don't know. Start call? Start call. No. Call number? No. Okay, I
Maybe
can't do
add a
it.
call. Add a call.
Yeah, there's got
Like
to
on
be a
WhatsApp.
place. Yeah, it's on WhatsApp. Where's the button to add the call? Here.
Hold on, it's got to be a button, bro. Yeah, three that right. Oh, yeah, I think you.
New
There's a
call?
top right. Top right.
Top right. I'm on
There's
the
some.
computer, so it doesn't work the same.
Oh,
But
oh, okay, yeah. I'm on the phone. I'm calling
add
from
a
my phone. So.
call. Do I add? Here, let me try this. No, that's not working. It's not working. All right. I'm going to talk to you later. You're the best. That was funny as fuck. Thank you, sir. We'll talk to you soon. I'm going to call this other guy, Mr. Tom
All right.
Story, the realtor. Love you, buddy. Thank you so much.
Okay.
That was
Take care.
awesome.
All right. Bye. Bye.
Israel from Israel. And I got another caller who I would love to get on the line. So one moment, please. Let me just sort this out. I'm sorry. I'm the only guy here. I'm the technical guy. Apparently not. I am trying my best. Okay, let's see. I missed the call. Let's call him back. See if he answers. Let's see if he answers. One moment, please. He answered.
Hello.
There he is. Oh,
Whoa. Is this the Darryl Frankfort?
this is the Darryl. Is this the Tom Story?
Is this the #1 real estate show in Canada?
Not yet. Some days, according to Dumb Money, it is. We got Tom Story on the line from the Tom Story Show. And what's your actual channel called? You have two
Just my
Tom
name.
Stories.
Just my name.
There's a lot of
Just
your
my
name. Well, Tom
Yeah.
Story, thank you for being here. We are hoping to break a record today. It's election day. Yeah, we've had some pretty good streams over the last couple days. A lot of traction here, buddy, and we're having a good time. So we're talking. What are we talking about? I just got off the phone with my buddy Israel, who's in the furniture business, and he is voted conservative. His whole family voted conservative. He is definitely not a liberal. There's no doubt about it. He says none of the people he knows that are in business are voting liberal. Did you
I would
vote?
echo that statement.
You would echo it? Yeah. Why do you think that is?
I think business people that aren't just relying on the government for their job recognize that it's time for things to change. And I think a lot of people feel that same way. Now, talking to even my parents and people in their friend group, they feel the exact opposite. And they feel that
Yeah.
voting liberal again is a change because it's Carney and it's not Trudeau. And everyone can have their opinion on that. And I think Canadians, when they go out today or tonight, or if they voted a week ago, you're voting for one of two things. One, what is best for Canada long term, or two, what is best for you in your life at this moment. And I think that's going to indicate which direction you end up going here. One of the options for me when I went out and voted earlier today would have been better for me in my business, in my career, for keeping up real estate prices. And I think the other one is going to put my young kids in a long time in a much better position. So that's why I voted that way. But it's, yeah, man, I don't know. Like, do you believe the polls? Because it's looking really close again.
Well, that's what we were just talking about. And it's like the polls and the polling sites and the, what's it called? Polymatter. Like, Polymatter's showing 80% Carney, which is insanity. And I can't even believe it for 1 second. And this other poll I just put up has Liberal ahead by like 3%, which again, I can't believe, but I don't know. I have no idea how I just had my buddy call in and he said, I'm driving around my neighborhood and all I see is Liberal signs.
Same as me.
Me too. Right. And,
Yeah.
and so, I mean, I hope I'm right. And that the reason is the same as me is like, I took the conservative sign off of my lawn because I didn't need crazy liberals knowing I was voting conservative. Okay. Right. That was my thinking. Right. I don't need people doing weird shit to my house because I'm voting conservative because they're crazy. Some of them. Right. And so, I mean, I don't think that's why everybody, it doesn't have a conservative sign. There's one guy in my neighborhood who's got like 6 conservative signs on his yard. It's so crazy. But like, honestly,
it's crazy how fast things have changed, where it looked like there was just no chance there was going to be a change in Canada not that long ago. And you got to give a certain percentage of level of credit to Carney, what he's done. But I think the Liberals were also saved by what Trump's done and what the trade war means and how much that has scared Canadians. And you look at either side of this, like Conservatives from the beginning were saying, we're going to cut this, we're going to change this, let's change. And then Carney kind of did all the things they said they're going to say. And then they're like, okay, well, what do we do now? And
now
then
what's
the
left?
Liberals are, and then the Liberals are just basically saying like, Trump is bad, we will fix this. And Canadians are mostly, I believe, voting on, at least, I mean, maybe not all of them, but the 50 plus demographic, I believe, for the most part, at least here in the GTA, is voting for who's going to fix the trade war and who's going to keep Canada safe from Trump. But once the trade war is fixed, who knows how long that takes, regardless of what happens here, there's still lots of other issues we got to deal with. So it's like, are you voting just for this one thing? Or are you thinking long term here about the next 4 years and what's it going to look like?
Well, and so, I mean, I definitely had more confidence that Pierre was the guy, you know, a couple months ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel so comfortable. I mean, I voted for him, right? Because I think Carney has got ulterior motives for you know, being safe here. I think he's an evil guy, and he's got all kinds of reasons for doing what he's doing. Pierre, I mean, I don't think he's the guy, but he's better than that guy.
What changed your opinion on him over the last few months? Like, did you used to feel like he was the guy? What changed?
Yeah, I definitely felt like he was the guy. And I think I pinpointed what changed. And I think what it is that they prorogued the government and took away his ability to perform for all of us in Parliament. Right. And
which he's very good at.
Which he was amazing at. And he was funny and sharp and witty. And he had those punching bags on the other side of the room that like just fed him constant hours of ammo to work with, right? And so when you took that away from him and all you got was, I guess, a real serious race, a political race, and I think he started trying to be safer with his words and not offend people and started just being more of a politician than himself. You know, I think he was more himself before, and then he turned more politician. And I think he just lost me because he doesn't seem strong and confident right now.
So you think when they started having the lead in the polls, he stopped being himself and went more to just regular politician, and that's actually hurting them?
Well, I mean, and he was up against Trudeau or Freeland. Like, we didn't even know about Carney. Carney didn't even exist to anybody, you know, outside of, I guess, certain circles at this point in time, right? So we were like, oh my God, like this guy's a genius. Look who he's beside, right?
Right.
Right.
Let me ask you this: post-election, regardless of the result tomorrow, do you feel that? Just to bring it back to real estate for 2 seconds here, do you feel that the sales volume or the buyers waiting on the sidelines will act now that the election's done, or do you feel like it's still 100% trade war holding people back?
God. Well, I can't imagine that, just either party getting elected changes the direction of the real estate market right now. Like short term, like neither platform for real estate is good, nor are either of them realistic in any way, shape, or form. But I mean, I guess either way, they're going to inflate the shit out of assets because they're both planning on spending an exorbitant amount of money. So I don't even know. Like, I can't, like, I don't know. Did you see Trump's tweet today? Trump was, shooting his mouth off about the 51st state still as we're having the election. I don't think that Carney or Poilievre make a difference to his perspective on that. So I don't know. I can't
But does that tweet not just help the Liberals even more? That just scares more Canadians into voting for the person they think is better to deal with him?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Okay, so let's. Is he better to deal with Trump and the tariff war than Poilievre?
I mean, we don't know. I guess we'll find out, right? I mean,
Well,
he has, I guess, more of a business background to have those conversations. You could make that argument, but that doesn't take anything away from if Poilievre could do a great job too. Like, we'll find out once we know who our prime minister is and how quickly or how out of hand the trade war gets.
yeah, I mean, I definitely see it getting more out of hand quicker with Poilievre if he continues with his current stance. It'll turn into like a dick swinging contest for a little while, right?
Yeah, well, we asked, I know you watch our show every Sunday, Darryl, but we asked Doug Porter the same question, and he kind of chalked it up to 80% of the reason people aren't doing things are because they're scared about the trade war, and only 20% would be election related in Canada.
But they weren't doing stuff before the trade war was even a word. Like it was frozen already.
It was frozen, but the back half of last year, at least compared to the front half of the year, did start picking up okay in sales volume. Like, they weren't great numbers, but they were better than they were. And then it went to like, barely anything to start this year.
Yeah, it was showing some life like December, January, and it definitely felt like things were like heading in the right direction, I guess, depending on your perspective.
Sure.
From my perspective, in the right direction. And then, yeah, the trade war whole thing just sucked the wind completely out of every sale that was out there. Like, and now I think it's the uncertainty, not even so much with the trade war. The trade war, I think, accentuates or intensifies or magnifies the problem. But like, we had some pretty bad structural problems like already going on. And even though it kind of felt like things were getting better, like it wasn't a trend yet. It was just a feeling from people that really needed a fix,
Mm-hmm.
I think. I mean, God, how many people do you talk to on a daily that don't have a vested interest in things feeling like they're picking up?
Well, most people do.
Most people do. I mean, I've never met any of the people like in my comment section that want the market to tank so badly. Like, I've never met one in person. Have you?
Well, I mean, I would assume most people want the market to tank because they can buy at a lower price, right? Or do they just want it to tank and they're not interested in buying? Like, it's normally still a self-fulfilling reason why they want it to tank is so that they can enter it. Am I off on that?
I think that's the reason. I think that's the reason.
I'm not watching the stream, but like, people in the comments can tell you, like, do you want prices to go down so you can get in, or just to watch everything burn? Yeah. Either way would be kind of interesting to find out.
I think there's a combo of the two. I really think it's a combo. Like, I think some people are just so crazy that they just want to see everybody else burn to the ground for fun. And I think that there's people that are waiting, hoping so that they can buy something because they've been waiting for a long time.
I tell you what, like, everything that's happened for real estate prices to still be as high as they are really doesn't actually make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Like, it doesn't. What we've just been through and how fast rates went up and everything else. and the stress tests and all the other things that happen, the fact that like when average condo price comes out for April in a few days, it's still going to be over $700,000 in the city of Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Like the income you need to buy that is not anywhere near the average income of most people that want things to fall. Like, so I understand the frustration. They have not dropped like I think a lot of people thought they would.
No, they haven't dropped, but I mean, they have dropped considerably, haven't they?
Well, they've dropped considerably if you're looking at it from 3 months of time where it was at its absolute peak. For sure they've dropped, but they should have dropped more. You like, because if you look at most, and this is just GTA because it's what I track, but if you look at most of the big decreases we've seen in prices, most of it coming off the top of February 22 happened in the first 6 months. Then we've kind of traded sideways or slowly gone down since then, or gone up and down depending on the asset class. But that big drop happened right away, and then we've kind of just been cruising here. And I think a lot of people thought there'd be another few like bigger drops along the way.
I agree. I mean, it should have been bigger, but like COVID should have been a totally different story too, right? COVID should have been a complete crash, and instead we got the most insane market, and it was sustained for a couple of years, like of all time, right? And everybody, like when COVID hit, the whole thing froze up completely. Nobody knew what to fucking do. Everybody just kind of stayed like in place waiting for someone to tell us what to do next. And then the market went fucking bananas, like bananas. Right? So what about this time? So the government promised this time that, companies affected by the trade war will be compensated in some way or helped out in some way. It sounded like they were planning on printing, or at least the liberals are planning on printing the shit out of this thing one way or another. Like they're just looking for reasons to print. Which,
what do you think is going to end up worse? What do you think could be worse, the pandemic or the trade war?
Jesus Christ. I already feel like this right now is worse for sure for real estate during the pandemic, right? As far as like it was a pretty major shock, COVID. But okay, so I had this thought. I was walking the dog and I had this thought, right? Because people think that the China, released the virus on the North American or the Western world in order to screw up our economies, right? To stall the economies as like a weapon, right? You heard that, no? Or is that crazy Darryl coming out? You never heard that?
No, I thought you said you just thought of that when you were on a walk. So
No.
Did you read that somewhere? Or that was a thought in your mind.
No, so what I thought of is maybe this was the retaliation. This was like the states going, you know what? You fucked our economy up with that COVID thing. And China got fucked up too. It was like, you know what? I'm going to throw this bomb and I know I'm going to get hit by the blast, but we're going to be fine. We can sustain this blast. There'll be casualties, but we'll end up stronger in the end, right? And maybe the States is doing the same thing. It's like, here's this bomb and we know it's going to explode the shit out of us, but at the end of it, we're going to come out on top.
In the American news right now, are they even talking about Canada or the tariffs going on with us? Like they've moved on to China, right?
I think so.
Like
I don't think
we're all
care.
obsessed with this still. We're all obsessed with this. Are they even thinking about us at all?
I don't think they give a shit. We're such a little flea. We're like a tick. We're like an annoying tick on the side of their backs that, we just happen to do a ton of trade with though. This is the problem. Right. We do way too much trade with them. And I think that's the problem from their perspective too. Right. This whole thing is so fucked. I've seen so many different takes on so many different angles of this thing that I have no idea what's going on. I can't formulate a proper thesis at all.
I've watched a bunch of people that at least I would assume to be fairly smart people, and no one can quite figure out even what Trump's real end game is. Like if he's just stirring the pot for fun, what he's doing. Like I've heard so many different angles on it. And a lot of smart people are like, this doesn't really make sense.
doesn't make sense, but it does make sense sometimes. Like if it actually in fact does bring the jobs home and doesn't like bring home a bunch of robotic jobs, but if it actually
Right.
brings jobs home, like good paying
Mhm.
jobs for people, and people can still afford the products that those high paying jobs produce, then
But
then it's great.
are those the jobs it's bringing, or is it not bringing the low-paying jobs that they've outsourced and what Americans want to do those jobs anyways?
No, this is the problem. Is it's like
Right.
it's gonna take them away from China and bring robotics and automation to North America, because otherwise the prices are gonna go fucking bananas and everybody's
Mm.
gonna freak out. Although you can buy stuff direct from China, avoid the tariffs, and save a bloody fortune now. I don't know if you saw that whole thing.
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
You haven't seen? You got to get on
Darryl,
TikTok,
I've
bro.
been spending my days just trying to battle through the current Toronto real estate
Just
market.
trying to battle the real
enough
estate
of my
market.
own problems right now.
Well, I'll tell you. I mean, I just refinanced a deal in this environment, and like, try doing that right now. A land deal, okay? Right now, you think house valuations are fucking crazy, and appraisers are being safe over there? Try financing a development site right now, a land play. Holy fuck!
Darryl, we had a presentation at our company last week from Urban Nation, and
Mhm.
one of the slides was like the top 10 best-selling pre-construction projects in Q1 2025. And like
There's 10 of
on the
them.
top, yeah, well, that's the thing. There was like 6 sales on one of them,
Right.
and like 10% sales rate. Like nothing is happening. And even there's one like right downtown, that Q Tower project built
Yeah.
by Lifetime, good developer.
Yeah.
I mean, the price list on that is still $1,700 a square foot
Wow.
before you are allowed to buy parking for $130,000 if your unit's over 650 square feet or whatever it is. Like,
Wow. Is
I
that
just don't
selling?
get it.
They normally do pretty
Well,
well when Lifetime releases something.
I doubt it's selling because you
Really?
can go across the street and buy something sub $1,000 a square foot in a great building with
Really?
a good floor plan. Like, it's and if Lifetime's not selling, and even like Tridel, who's probably in my mind like the best big scale developer in the city for like quality, and you know what you're getting,
Yeah.
like, and they got lots of years of buildings. They have leftover inventory at the well,
Oh,
which
for
is like
sure.
the most prime. No, it's expensive, but like if Tridel has leftover inventory, what does that say about everybody else?
Right.
It's going to take a long time for this new construction stuff to come back. It's going to take a long, long time.
Yeah, and wait, they're like most of the stuff that's problematic isn't even finished being built. It's just got cranes on it at the moment. Right?
Exactly.
You got
I've heard a lot of the problematic stuff is actually not all 416 though. It's a lot of 905 stuff that was selling back then. So it'd be interesting to see like where these projects are actually the ones that get finished. Where is that inventory actually coming to?
I think it's all over the place. I think it's
Yeah.
it's a year thing, like depending on the year, because like I remember I was doing some work for a client in my rendering business back in COVID, and he was selling stuff in not even Georgina. Where the fuck was it? But like it may as well be Georgina. It was like $11.50 a foot. It was so crazy, and I was like, uh-oh. Like if they're getting I gotta remember where it was. It was way up northeast, of Toronto. It was so far, and I was like, 1150 there. Like we're doomed. Hey, do you mind if I get TK on the call? I figured out how to do this.
Of course.
Yeah, let's get TK on the call. Hold on a sec. Can I add him? I don't know if he's gonna answer. We'll see what happens. Oh, hello.
Hello?
We got TK Butler and Tom Story from the Tom Story Show and from the Canadian Real Estate Show, the two best parts of both shows live. Holy cow. What's going on, Mr. Butler?
Well, I had a great day today. I got my vote in. I casted my Liberal vote
Yeah.
in order for us to get another 4 years of solid government independence and a well-run, fiscally responsible government. I mean, I'm so excited. I know I've been telling you guys the opposite on the show for the last little bit, but That
Your
was
mask
that
is
was slow
off.
rolling, you guys.
Your mask is
All right.
off.
I'm here. I'm queer and I'm proud. All right.
And then you put the T in the LGBTQ.
You got it. And I
Whoa.
voted liberal. All right.
I'll
What are you gonna
bet.
do about it? Yeah.
Well, I
all right?
know.
Listen,
I
it's
know.
not the same. All right. Carney's not the same as Trudeau.
He's not the same. It's
He's
true.
not the same.
He's not.
I'm
the same.
voting for somebody new. I told you I always vote for the other guy.
For the
I
other
voted
guy.
for Trudeau and I voted now for Carney. He's the other guy.
It is, in fact, technically the truth.
Right?
Unfortunately, well, from a lot of people's perspective, though, he is the other guy. He is a step in the right direction. He's way better than the last guy. And
They told me this time it's going to be different.
it's going to be different, regardless of who
Yeah.
you pick. What happens if you pick two people on that thing?
Void.
Void?
Yep. You voided your ballot.
Okay.
Listen,
so,
I had the options, okay? I had Gary Bandaranam Thamapan and I had Jashit Lamapam.
right.
All right. And Peter something else.
Sing.
So I chose who I thought was going to be best for our country. I don't remember their name, but I do remember that it was red.
Well, that's unfortunate. It's
Well-
truly unfortunate. But
How many
Listen.
options did you have on yours, TK? How many total options in your riding?
4.
I had 6. I
I
had a
had 3.
Marxist party and a communist party, I believe.
For real?
A communist party?
I'm not
Holy
even
shit.
joking. I honestly thought I read it wrong.
Yeah.
There was
What?
no People's Party. There was the Big Four, and then there was Marxist and communist. I swear that's what I saw
Oh my god.
on my voting ballot.
don't
I guess
even-
if you enter, like, what's his name? Gong, the Chinese guy Gong. He was in where was he? Don Valley, or he was somewhere central Toronto, and he was just like running as an independent. So really, I mean, if you enter the race and you're like, look, this is my party, this is what I want to be in. So I mean, the Communist Party, or People's Party, whoever you want, you can just say, yeah, that's my party. I'm in. And if that's the neighborhood you live in, and you had enough people nominate you and support you, you're on the
Right.
ballot. Yeah.
Is that really?
Yeah, just look these things up. They exist.
Yeah. Well, that's what
Holy
it is. People.
Jesus.
Who
That's
wouldn't want a
crazy.
good communist government? Come on,
Well, I mean,
comrades.
there are some people that would be more than fine with that and would actually maybe, a true communism would be better than what we have currently, because this is not real, right?
Honestly, we need to go to a dictatorship. I really
dictatorship.
I don't believe that this whole democracy thing is working well for us.
It's not.
Okay, just keep the liberals in power for the next 50 or 60 years, and then we'll figure out, what we need to do afterwards. Let's see what they can do with the country. You're not giving them enough time. You're not giving them enough runway.
I think
You need
that's
to go 50 or
actually
60 years
I know
to make changes.
I know you're goofing, but like for real, 4 years is not long enough. But it seems like 9 years is plenty, right? Some
Listen,
guys,
it's working. It's working in China. All right, they're getting stuff done over there.
they're getting stuff done. There's no.
They're getting stuff done over there. Listen, we're
there's no
gonna
joke.
blast train tracks. We're gonna blast tracks right across Quebec. All right, right through all the indigenous properties. We're gonna go right through whatever the wherever the highest concentrated of people who only speak French and not English. We're gonna run those tracks right through there, and we're gonna run the pipelines just north of that. That's how you get things done, Darryl.
See what I got to
Telling you.
deal with, Tom? Do you have to deal with this kind of shit with Steve?
I gotta tell you a quote Steve texted me today, and he'll be happy with me saying this. There's 2 possible outcomes today. 1, I lose faith. I
Oh.
lose faith in most of my fellow countrymen. Or 2, I lose faith in the media outlets forever.
Right. No, but that's,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how he hasn't already. I mean, if you look at our chats, it seems like he's getting swayed daily and starting to make his own tinfoil hat. It seems like he's caught
Steve?
the
Oh,
bug.
yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Steve is starting to go down some rabbit holes, buddy. You're going to...
You know, people get passionate when they start sharing a few things on their business social medias about whichever party they're interested in, which I am not interested in doing. But I can't wait for this to be over, so I stop seeing these political posts on Instagram and Facebook.
Everywhere. It's like you can't
Let's
escape.
go down to one party, guys. One party. Get
One
rid of
party.
the Democratic system.
I think it would make life a little bit easier. I'm not even joking when I say an AI can run things way better. And I mean, I don't know how much you've used some of these like chat GPTs. I mean, they're good for some things. They're pretty shit at other things. But running the country better than the current and previous liberal governments, I'm pretty sure is a safe bet. Like just some software. I'm pretty sure I could code it myself and do a better job. Like, look at
You should start a new party.
I should start a new party.
Yeah, but like I guess probably because of the Constitution, AI can't run for prime minister.
But
So
what
you
if
should
it
just say, "Look, I'm Darryl Frankfort, and whatever
whatever
AI tells me to do is the decision that I'll make."
this is getting
Right, and that'll
this
be
is
like
brilliant.
that'll be your platform. Yeah.
This is brilliant. I'm gonna just follow whatever Chat GPT says. How about
There's a
even
guy.
better?
There's a guy that I work with. He's always doing that. Every question we've got, it's always like, let's see what ChatGPT says. I don't know if you do the same thing, Tom, but like it's not that good. Like it's like there's so many like flaws in it. You can't rely on it. If our insurance is void if we use ChatGPT in some sort of like analytical situation, and then we were like, no, but we use ChatGPT. They're gonna say, well, your errors and omissions insurance is void because like that's not even something that you should be using. You should be basing it on your own market knowledge and expertise and all that kind of stuff.
Is that for real?
The only time I think it works really well is like writing up a legal clause. It does a great job of writing up a legal clause. You can read it over and go, yeah, that sounds like a lawyer wrote it, and boom, slap it in there.
I had a sponsorship contract with a company that will remain nameless, and I didn't like how they were dealing with it at the end. And
Yeah.
so I just put the contract through ChatGPT and I said, read through this and give me my possible ways to get out of this contract.
No way.
And it gave me two options. And one, I was like, wow, okay, they said they were going to do this. They didn't do this. And I
Yep.
sent them an email saying, you said this, you didn't do this. And they're like, okay, we understand. And didn't charge me for the final amount. So it worked
Oh my
well
God.
for that.
Yeah. See,
Oh
like it's
yeah.
really good at those type of tasks that you can really like target it and say, okay, go do this for me.
Yeah.
Like I bet you if you put in names and we're like, okay, like target like for your MPs or whatever, like, okay, what's the difference between these people's platforms and who do you think is going to do a better job based on them? Like I'm sure it'd come up with a decent answer. But more importantly is Daryl really going to run for office? I don't think so.
I don't think
No.
I don't think it would go very well. I think it would go as well as that guy from
The,
Better
oh,
Dwellings.
no, it was gonna go just as good as our guest on our show last week. He says, "I don't run for office. I got too many skeletons." And me and
That's
Daryl
right.
just both smiled.
Yeah.
We're like, "Yeah, that sounds about
That sounds
a
about
reason,
right.
a good enough reason not to run." Absolutely.
Oh my God, I can't even imagine what kind of shit would come out about me, real and not real. There's been many
know.
interesting things said about me that wasn't real in the past. Although there's been many things that have been very real. Spread
They'll get me. Tom is squeaky clean. We'll put Tom out.
for
Tom is
sure.
I don't know.
Tom
I
is
don't
going to be
know.
representing the realtors in the next municipal election. Let's start small.
I'd vote
What
for
would
Tom.
drive someone? I've always thought about this from like university days. Like something that drives someone to politics probably starts when they're young and ambitious to like, I'm going to actually make a change, make the country better. But then once you get to a certain point, and I get it, they got good pensions and whatnot, but like, even if you're great at what you do, half of the people hate you. Like that's such a tough job. And like,
Yeah.
and then you're a politician and you one day you're like, wow, I've been doing this for a long time, and you lease a Mercedes like all the real estate agents. And then someone takes a photo of you, the politician, in your Mercedes and go like, oh, these freaking politicians just wasting our taxpayer money on their fancy cars. Like there's no winning, even if you are trying to do good.
No.
That's a tough gig.
Yeah, there's no winning.
Well, you
no
mentioned
matter
it
what.
the first sentence. You mentioned the pension.
Right.
That's what
That's
it
probably
is.
the answer, right?
Yeah, you get like the pensions are just incredible. When you get to vote on your own pension on how much you're going to get paid, you tend to vote in favor of benefiting you, right?
Speaking of pension, Jagmeet had a chance a few months ago to maybe be the opposition, and now he might have his pension, but not a party.
No party but pension. So is that okay with him, you think? Does he even give a shit? That guy is
Well, what would
such a
you do?
fucking clown. What would you do? What? I would
I
do
can
exactly
tell
what
he's
he
not
did.
training jujitsu. I can just tell in his face that
Getting
he's not
fat?
training jujitsu.
He's getting fat now?
I can just tell. I know when somebody's got that fierce jiu-jitsu energy in their eyes, but I feel like he's been at home a lot eating Cheetos.
Probably eating ice cream and eating Cheetos,
Yeah,
getting all freaked
yeah.
out
He's
that
probably
he
got a
just
stressful job.
ruined the whole party. Like, not only did he lose his seat, I think there won't be a party, is what some people are saying, right? Like, but although
Which
on that
which will
poll,
help the Liberals, by the way, because most of those ridings would go to Liberal, would they not? It'd be tough to switch to Conservative.
We'll find out. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I guess
What
we'll
are the
find out.
Atlantic provinces? What is it, like 7 o'clock? What time?
no, it's got to be at least 8:15 there. No, aren't they ahead?
No.
Yes, they are.
When did we find out? Yeah, the Atlantic provinces.
I don't think we
It's
find out anything
7:13 in
today.
Halifax.
7:13.
You don't
It's an
think we'll
hour
know
ahead.
tonight?
I thought I don't know. Don't they? I have
Yeah,
no
we'll know
idea
tonight.
actually. How does it
Especially
work?
especially like we could know by the time they get to Ontario, because like if all the, if Liberals win a bunch of seats in the Maritimes and then Quebec, and then all of a sudden they crush it in Ontario, the election will be over before they even announce who wins in BC, because they'll have enough seats.
I wonder
So
what's going on out there now. Tom, you voted
yeah.
already? You got it done, or you're heading out now?
No, I voted at 11 a.m.
No.
But the polling opened at 9:30, which I was annoyed by because I wanted to do it before I went downtown.
Mhm.
Did it not used to open at like 8 a.m. so you could vote before work?
Should be, yeah.
I don't
Right?
know.
Mine was 9:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. But yeah, I
They
voted
had a lot of
before
places
lunch.
open though today. I think they really tried to push
Yeah,
accessibility.
mine wasn't busy.
Mine was not busy at all. I was there at like 2 o'clock. It was dead, which I thought was
Yeah.
my brilliant planning, but I'm not sure. It was pretty
It's
dead.
always dead whenever I go. It's always dead whenever I go.
Really? I don't know. Did
Probably
you see
right now
people?
it's pretty packed.
Yeah, they said it should get busier as the evening goes on. What time is it open till? 9:30?
Mm-hmm.
Well, brace yourselves, gentlemen. Hopefully it goes the right way. If it doesn't go the right way, are you one of these guys that Tom, are you like fine? Like you'll just move on if it's liberal
Yeah.
and so be it. You'll support Mr. Carney or
Yeah. Well, it's a tough question. Like I want the best for Canadians, not necessarily what would be the best for me at this moment in time. And I'm certainly not going to lose sleep over who wins this election or who loses. I think it's awesome that this many Canadians are this fired up about this election, because at least in my lifetime, I can't remember, like even when Trudeau won in 2015, did it feel like this, that there was this much conversation happening? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. This is good. This got people to start realizing that, that they're passionate about it. And I think that's good for Canada, regardless of outcome.
Well, when my Liberals win
Yeah.
and they, champion themselves with their victory parade, and, we get, some more funding for homeless children who are already living with their parents, and for seniors who passed 10 years ago, but we should still fund their pensions. I truly believe that the country is going to be at a better spot, not emotionally or spiritually, or even really physically or financially. But I do believe that
Whatever's
global
left.
warming will be put to an end, and I think all of our fears will be put aside.
Well, thank
Okay.
you so much for adding to the show, gentlemen. I think everybody
you for
left when
having me.
TK got here. So thank you.
I'm so happy that I
backfired.
was able to bring the Darryl Frankfort show to the public.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
It says here in the chat that TK has that they them energy. Okay. And then it says here LGBTK. I love it. Well, thank you, gentlemen. I'm going to get back to some stuff that may be interesting. So appreciate you guys calling in. Tom's story. I think
Thanks, boys.
Aren't we? We're coming on your show soon.
Soon. I don't know the date, but soon. We're
At
gonna the gang's back together.
Exciting stuff.
I gotta catch a flight to China, boys. So I'll talk to you soon.
Are you serious?
Right, have fun.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to China.
Are you for real? You're going
You
to
gotta
China?
sort things out.
I'm going there to celebrate the victory with.
Oh, I see. With Mark Carney in
Speaking
China?
King.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay.
bring back some more of those great T-shirts you got last time, please.
All right, I will.
Appreciate
Make
it.
Canada great T-shirts. I got them.
That's a great idea. All right. Thanks. Thanks, guys.
All right.
We'll talk soon.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Well, guys, I mean, where else can you get TK Butler, Tom Story, and me at the same time? Well, yes, that's true. Unfortunately, there are a few places where you can get that already. Thank you for being here still. It's a long one. I feel like we didn't talk about enough election stuff. I had too many people call in today. I have all kinds of stuff to show you guys. We didn't really talk about Trump and what he said today, so that's unfortunate. I'm going to get to it anyways. We're gonna be here for a long haul and see if maybe we can get some more viewers back, because I feel like we lost most of our momentum today, which we have gained over the last couple of days. Donald J. Trump. So this is his Twitter post, which is a copy of his Truth Social post, in case you didn't know. Good luck to the great people of Canada. Honestly, Trump, I'm not very fond of you at the moment. Fuck you. Elect the man who has the strength and wisdom to cut your taxes in half, increase your military power for free to the highest level in the world. Have your car, steel, aluminum, lumber, energy, and all other businesses quadruple in size with zero tariffs or taxes. If Canada becomes the cherished 51st state of the United States of America, no more artificially drawn line from many years ago, look how beautiful this landmass would be. Free access with no border. All positives with no negatives. It was meant to be. America can no longer subsidize Canada with the hundreds of billions of dollars a year that we've been spending in the past. It makes no sense unless Canada is a state. Wow. He's still on it on the day of the election. And who is this man who has the strength and wisdom to cut our taxes in half, increase our military power for free to the highest level in the world? Who is this man that he's proposing? Is it Paulie Everett? I don't think so. Is it Carney? I don't think so. Is it Jagmeet Singh? No, it's not. Mr. Sunshine Baby says, not today, sir. Don't bet pulling this shit today. What? Don't bet? Don't be pulling this shit today, maybe? The U.S. will stop at nothing to save themselves from drowning in over $30 trillion of debt. This means stealing entire countries instead of cutting $1 from their military. Remember, a drowning man will do anything to survive, include pulling anyone else down with him. Ooh. Is this what's going on here? Are they stealing us? Are we being stolen at the moment? So Trump said this, and then, well, the superhero, everybody's favorite superhero, Jagmeet Singh, he chimes in and he says, I hear Trump has something to say about our elections. This is not how Jagmeet Singh talks, but it's kind of a wrestling thing going on here, so stay with me. Here's what I have to say. He doesn't choose our future. We do. With your vote today, you can protect what makes Canada, Canada, says the guy in the turban, okay? Sorry. That popped out. I hope it didn't come across as racist. It was not my intent. You can protect what makes Canada, 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 Canada. Every new Democrat you send to Ottawa will stand up for our... Oh, right. Just like you did the last time, right? Jagmeet Singh, you son of a bitch. You fucking piece of garbage shit bag mother. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Jagmeet Singh, you are the biggest piece of shit. You sold us all out. You fuck. You son of a bitch. Fuck. God damn it. And never back down. Shut up, Jagmeet Singh, you bastard. The only people that have the right to choose the future of so-called Canada are Indigenous people. The Indians. Yes, I don't think so. We do. You purposely prevented us from our right to choose with your illegal coalition. You traitorous piece of shit. I like this guy, the Maple Truth. This girl. I like this girl, the Maple Truth. Huh, see? What? Where'd it go? Shit. I lost it. Was it here? God damn, I lost it. Anyways, Jagmeet Singh, the piece of shit, is stirring shit up, trying to act like a tough guy, pretending like he can do something about this son of a bitch, and he can't. Okay, let's be honest. He just can't. He's a fucking loser. He is a loser through and through. I am sure my wife is not going to be pleased with me whatsoever here. I'm going way over time. I got emails coming out of my gaggle, and I got to see what's going on. Oh, I got a new Substack subscriber. If you haven't subscribed to my Substack, what are you waiting for? That's the best Substack on the planet. And if you haven't pressed a button or talked in the chat or subbed or liked or done something, then now would be the best time ever. Okay? Ever. Now would be the best time ever. Before everybody leaves, okay? I don't know why everybody's leaving, but I guess now's a good time to leave. Now would be a good time to leave. There's nothing really going on here. We've talked it all to death. We've had a bunch of callers. Today was fun. Not that fun. Kind of fun. Did you have fun? Did you have fun today? I had fun today.